Hey there, sign of Leo. This is Kim here to do your messages. This is for April 2025. I have done a reading for you already, but because of your reading, I have decided that this group of, or this set of next readings for the signs is going to be breakthrough spreads for each sign. So I'm not going to publish it. It's going to be unlisted, but I will put the link to your reading. Initially, the first reading that I did early this morning, so that is in the description box. It's my gift to you. If you're just a loyal Leo and you want to know what prompted me to do this reading, then you might want to check that one out. But in any case, let's just go on and start pulling these cards for a breakthrough spread. I hope you all are doing well. This is, of course, going to be a breakthrough for what the timing is going to be for April 2025. And guys, if you want a private reading, that information's in the description box below. I have good prices, I think, and you get your reading within 48 hours. So we're going to have the pattern, what we need to have a breakthrough about. What is the challenge to this? The breakthrough card. The strength at this time. Your probable outcome, and then your advice card. And it flipped over. That makes sense. Okay, we have a good card on the bottom. We have the summer card, the tree. So all right. All right. We're going to pull a few cards for each spot. By the way, hang in there with me. It's a good reading, so hang in there. For a group of Leos. This one is the Kipper deck. Okay. Let's do two for advice here. All right. And the 108, and then I'm going to pull a tarot card, and then we'll be done with the spread. For Leos. Why is that wanting to pop out? Pluck. This is why I'm doing this spread. The first reading I did for Leos had, if you're not wanting to watch that video, is it had a rather dark situation where we felt uncomfortable, or like something was against our nature to be in a situation, or to be feeling so down in the dumps or heavy. There was good news in that reading though too, of something together in divine union or eternal love, but it left me with a feeling of, gosh, we need to have a breakthrough. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. That's off to the side. This is probably going to be a heavy reading anyway. But just can't see it, but at least the ten of Cups and Strength is wanting to show. So it's like one of those periods in your life where somebody just has to tell you everything's going to be all right. It is. It always is, but this is... Maybe it's like going through changes, or I don't know. I don't know. There could be changes that you're wanting to make but feel blocked in some way. And it's causing sadness, depression, or anxiety. Alright. And I don't know if we're going to take all of these in the reverse. We'll just kind of have to look and see as we go. Usually with this, like with this layout, I don't do reversals, but it might be pertinent to the message, so we'll see. Five of Swords and the Roadblock on the side of this reading. I'm telling you, there's just some sort of energy that's really hard to, it causes problems, and I'm not sure, we'll find out. Okay, separation is the pattern, or what we're coming to. Wow. And the Dear John card. Community. Eight of Pentacles. They have the ring and the cat. See, there's something that you once knew that you are around that's just... Alright. Can we see all of those cards? Well, I guess I could just... Okay, so these two cards, I mean, come on. They're pretty much same or similar thing. This is like, okay, to me this is saying like this is what needs to be done, or this is what's going to be done. It is you separating either from a person or separating from a job or career, or there is a against nature feeling, and you have to like separate yourself from it. We could take this a little bit more metaphorical and say that there may be certain patterns or behaviors that we're needing to separate from, literally like for a new life, for a different type of commitment here. I do have commitment. I maybe have a move here with these cards too, but the Dear John card says rejection, cold hard truth, breaking up, setting boundaries, divorce, strained situation. It's not you, it's me, the end, final word, cutting cords, something's not working. This can be feeling like a void state, okay, before you are making any kind of move, because what I see here is like a tower being formed by you though, okay, and this desire can be your desire here to be around, like the cat could symbolize loyal friends and allies. The community is resembling the people that you feel most connected with, like a soul group. The commitment here may be to something that you're working on. Because of the Eight of Pentacles, I would say that you have some sort of mastery level in something that you're doing. Of course, you could have a friend or an ally in your soul group that sees you and like has this desire to commit with you. Maybe it's a mixture of work and romance. I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, there is a lot of stuff going on for this being the thing that we need to have the breakthrough about. So obviously finances can be tied into you being able to separate, go your own way. And then it's extremely important are your friends and your allies at this time. Extremely important. Oh, okay. Can I handle the rest? Oh, of course this is what's going to be. Okay, hang on. The challenge. Conjunction. This is the card that came out in the first one. So this makes you feel, okay, it's an eternal love, eternal union, or coming together of something that is like absolutely fated for you. But what they're giving me here is timing. Timing. Know what it feels like is just being stuck in an uncomfortable situation until the right timing and the right things come together. And it's like, it's enough to make a person pissed off, like the timing is. Just saying what I'm getting. You absolutely know about this, okay? You know about this because it's your truth. This is tied to fate and destiny. Something that has to come together for you because it is part of your fate. It's part of destiny. It's the ultimate, like, this is going to come together for you. It is going to be a time where you feel like you're actually living in your truth and things are balanced. Partnerships, marriages, relationships, different contracts. This is a contract, though, that is, justice here. It's a contract that will be filled. It is a high honor contract, making me, I just really feel like the soul tie here is very strong. These are like the two opposite cards here. Something coming together in divine union, and then the issue is separating from something. Okay, so yeah, this is a spiritual connection with the high honor. I'm just picking up more like there is a spiritual connection. And might I add, you have the tools on the bottom of the deck. So you do have the tools to get done what you need, but you know what, it just seems like there's more that has to do with timing and something that was meant to come together at a certain time for you. I do have beautiful cards here for that's the challenge. The book not only can represent self-improvement, so all the changes that go on when we're in a void or when we're in a dark space, all the changes, there's a lot of work going on. There's a lot of energy work going on. The book can represent secrets, though. It can represent a secret, and then it's like secrets to happiness, fulfillment with the lily, and satisfaction in life. And then here's a challenge having to do with the finances again. The mother lode, might I add, is the millionaire or billionaire card in my book, because it's just the one that comes out like it's the whole map. It's it's telling you there's prosperity to come, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty, sudden wealth on easy street, fortune. But it's so weird because something is tied into a secret, or something being a little bit secretive. And maybe it's the not knowing then. I don't know. Let's see what the breakthrough is. This came out on the first one. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that unlisted one for you all to see. Ooh. Because you will be amazed at how many cards are the same. This one was in that. I believe this one was in that. This one is in that. This one is this is your breakthrough card. So your breakthrough, it has to do with the connection. And I've been saying this for Leos and Gemini. Not to say that it's going to be with a Gemini in particular, but there's certain signs where the fate and the destiny is not, all right, how do I say this being gentle? It's not so much force or self-made. It's more, there is something in divine timing that's bringing you towards a union of some sort. And this can be with your soul group or soul family, but it's like a moth to a flame energy where you're attracting the right people. This is what leads you to this. And it's been coming out for months now for Leos, is that every time I'm searching for like an answer or a solution, there's some sort of new partnership that is on the horizon for Leos. And it has everything to do with a really strong spiritual connection or spiritual tie. Oh, okay. So this is good. Here's another part of your breakthrough is the house. This definitely can be like a move or something like that. The house is a breakthrough in your, I think of a house as being your protection, your safety, your refuge. So it can be about a new place of residence. Sometimes I get that feeling with that, especially with the community card too, of how comfortable you feel about where you're lit. So the breakthrough has something to do with your environment, where you actually sit your butt, you know. I have the dice card, which means taking a risk, or see, I think this has to do with chances are and fate and fate and what happens next. Meaning I don't have many answers for you. I just know that something's coming for you, Leo, and I don't understand it. I don't know why, because, you know, I think of Leos, I'm thinking of power and strength and maybe being at the head, the leader, but there's something in your life where it's going to take two. It's going to take two, and that's going to be like the key to it. So I have good news with the Eight of Wands, looking like a can of worms. Interesting. Eight of Wands is good news. Okay, it's a good news card, and it is pair, and this is your breakthrough. So it gives us communication, good communication. The Three of Wands here is, and there's a snake at the bottom. Interesting, because they have a snake right here too. It got lots of snakes. Okay, so Three of Wands, that's like your vision. How you see things expanding, right? How you see things expanding, and they're wanting you to visualize. They're also saying that this card represents partnerships and alliances that are supposed to come together as fate will turn the wheel for Leo. It's part of it. And so this does represent your expansion and your growth, and good news on that. So it has to do with your partnerships and your alliances. Now here's the snake in the clouds. Oh, goodness. And so the snake in the clouds feels like this situation right here, doesn't it? It feels like it's when we are around somebody that doesn't want us to know that they're not rooting for us, that they don't want things to get better for us. But they're trying to cloud their intention, or they're trying to make it look like, maybe they're trying to make it look like they're an ally, they're a cat, they're a friend, but they're not. They're actually the snake. They're the one that is trying to, I don't know, sabotage things in a way. That could be speaking ill of you. They could be participating in this Five of Swords energy, where it's meant to kind of pull you off what you're doing. Get you off course in some way. Make it harder for you. Alright. Well, your strength at this time. Your blood. Blood. Your strength. You know what is coming to mind? The lady with the blood disorder that touched Jesus's robe and she was healed. And the reason why that's coming to my mind is because I think part of your strength is you have this like natural belief in miracles in the that are included in your potential of what can happen next. So to you, it's absolutely possible that a miracle is possible, and it's absolutely possible that angels can intervene at any time. You may be in an uncomfortable situation, but your belief that something good is always coming and that you're living, you're living, you're grateful for that. I just feel like your belief that there is a miracle and you will reach out and get it when it's presenting itself, or when it comes in, you'll happily always keep that faith that that's what is there, or that exists. There's something that may be even very royal in your bloodline. I mean, shoot, we really don't know how many times we've been here, right? I mean, there are some people that say that they absolutely remember everything, and that's great. I don't, but I do believe that we probably reincarnate, and you may have some, I mean, just because biblical is coming up, you might have some biblical ties. You may have ties to the angels through your blood or something like that. There's something about your strength where it's in you. It's built in you. It's built in your DNA and how you're made up. It's built in you just because you're the stars were aligned when you do know with the signs, the stars play such a big role in everything. And I'm kind of relating this to the blood card because when you're a Leo, like me, you rule over the heart space, and so we can tend to have bigger shoulders in that area, in that regard. And just imagine being a baby in a womb and the stars aligning just and shaping you and actually physically shaping you while you're a little baby. You know, the connection between us and the universe, of course, it's all in us, but it's the evidence of it being outside of us too. It's just kind of amazing. They're just giving me that example as there's something like at birth that that you are already built for. And it is, in your strength lies in just the simple fact of who you are, your blood, who you are. Okay, what else is Leo's strength? That was a gift. That was literally a gift. Your strength. Okay, listen, we can't ignore. Leos have a big open heart space, and they give and they give and they give of themselves. They do. They just do. And that's your strength. That's your strength, is that no matter what, you just seem to always give. You just seem to always give. And you may be a Leo that has had money difficulties or issues like that. But if somebody, maybe even a complete stranger, was in need of something and it was a real need, a Leo is going to open their heart and give. I'm sure there's Leos on the other side, but if you're attracted to my readings in any way, then you're on my vibration, and so you may even overgive, right? But it feels good, and that's because of this big, warm, open heart space of I just want to give. It's an understanding of we're only here for a finite amount of time in this body. Why not give? And I just see that being part of, again, your makeup of who you are. And here's the belief in miracles. I knew that was what was coming through. Yay, confirmation spirit. Fairy tale says believe in the impossible. And this is what I think that your strength is a Leo that I resonate with is going to be a Leo that has a healthy mix of realism and idealism. It can always be better is like the motto. It can always be better, and it will always be better. We can achieve more, and we always will be achieving more. If we're not noticing the upturns, then we must be in a funk. You know what I mean? And because a lot of Leo energy is just, they believe they're believers. They're strong believers. I think your ability, this is one of the cards I will take in the reverse, because of that Seven of Swords being in the reverse, means that you have an ability, which is a gift from God, to have wise discernment, to be able to read between the lines when somebody is, I feel like it's because the Leos had such a big heart space if it's nice, wide, and open, when you're receiving other people that are trying to talk to you and tell you things, you can listen to them, but your heart is actually telling you what they're saying. And you have this wise discernment of either that person was telling me the truth, or you may even get a download of the exact truth while somebody's telling you the exact opposite of that. And that is an ability, actually. I do feel like it has to do with your nice, big, wide open heart chakra. So the gift of discernment, that's a strength. Another house card. So we have two houses here. That might be significant. Interesting, the way that these houses look, because I have back in my hometown, there's an old courthouse, and it looks just like this. Like they're old. It's turned into a museum right now. It's called the Rose Center, and so that's interesting because of the rose. But so there's two houses here. Your strength is the house that is you, your body, your physical strength, as well as like your spiritual strength. you have a firm foundation. No matter what, you have a very firm foundation. And why? Because your strength now is the new you that you've cultivated. This card represents to me the new you, the new version of Brad, Julia, Christina, you know what I mean? Jessica, Jennifer, the new you, and fill in your name, right? Yeah, it's the new you. And so the new you is more strong. The new you is part of your breakthrough, because I see these houses being tied together. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you check out that first reading, that unlisted reading, this was the card that was in the middle. It is your outcome. The outcome means that you are dispelling anything toxic from your life. And the way that it was coming across to me in the first reading was about these high energy solar flares, planetary alignments, you name it. There's so many things that are affecting us, helping us to ascend, but they're increasing the light, and you can get more information when you research the crystalline light body. And when something has a more crystalline attribute to it, it would allow it to be more flexible, bendable, adaptable, let more light in. It would be lighter. And that means that whatever is dark, that is stuck in different pockets of ourselves or of our lives, it can be people, it can be addictions, it can be old grudges or holding on to hatred. It can be any of those things that need to be released will be released. And it's to me, it's they're like saying like this great purge energetically for you might feel like a void. It may even feel similar to a dark night of the soul. But it's not going backward. It's not going back to a time where you're going to be like, oh boy, that I've been through that before. This is something different, because I think it's associated with purging and changing the body being changed in some way. I have get together. I have deep thoughts. That's an interesting one. He's holding a book. He's holding a book. The book can represent somebody keeping a secret. And then we have Cupid up here hitting the brain and the heart, I guess. But mainly, like, this person's deep in thought about you. The get together card is like the courtship card. It's like wanting to get to know you, wanting to come together, get to know you more. Somebody thinks about you a lot. You could have a telepathic connection on the 5D with somebody already, possibly. It could be somebody who hasn't necessarily revealed who they are. A false person, a secret admirer, somebody in the background. And they could be they absolutely could be part of the challenging divine union or coming together with the right people. That is part of your breakthrough. And the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. So I think there's going to be this new partnership that comes into your life, a soulmate, somebody meant to walk on this path with you. Obviously, they're wanting to give a lot to you, Six of Pentacles, wanting to give a lot of gifts, and the energy exchange here will be equal, and it's a big crossroads. It is a big crossroads. So at the same time that we're like, after we're purging and releasing energies, we're bringing in this new energy or new experience into our life. So I have the library, and yeah, they're pointing out, they're like, look at all those books. There's a lot of secrets for you to uncover here, okay? Yeah, secrets hidden. There's something about a lot of secrets that you have to uncover still. Wow. Okay. Also, books can represent self-improvement. You have a lot of everything to go through. Do you have a lot of things that you can be working on? Basically, is what they're saying. But I think that there's a lot that's been hidden from you. This might even have to do with your bloodline. Because, I mean, you know, if it's reincarnation, you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell from your current scientific information, right? I don't know. There's something here, maybe about tapping into your Akash to figure out some sort of instructions or information that you need that is currently hidden. Advice. Of course, we saw this, right? Mortification, imprisonment. Oof. Wow, okay. The child. All right, so this isn't, the advice is to allow an ending to take place and to allow something to close out. They're also wanting you not to be in your head so much about feeling stuck or the challenge of, I can't move on from this right now. It's kind of like, okay, they're saying that there's like a death or dying process in what you're going through. More so than, you may have anxieties and feel like you want to get through something, you know, at a faster rate, going towards your new manifestation with the child. But this is a process. That's what that card represents, is there's a process, and then when the ground is fertile, that's when you're able to plant something. Okay, so that's what they're saying with that. We have excellent cards here. We have the bedroom card as part of your advice to sexual fulfillment, intimacy, sleep, contentment, alone time, dream time, astral travel, call it a day. The Empress, the King of Wands, your energy, the Bear, and the Clover. So again, with the gifts, this energy is a benefactor or somebody who supports you, who helps out in some way. I don't know what type of gift it is, but they would be helping out. So the advice is to, if somebody extends a hand or wants to give you a leg up or a help, to accept it. There's some kind of good luck and good fortune with the Clover tied to this. This person wants to help. The Empress builds whatever she wants, so does the King of Wands. Okay, so these are very powerful energies, meaning that whatever you put your energy and passion into, inspiration, you're going to be able to build, no problem. You're also going to be able to manage your roadblocks or what you feel like was an obstacle or a challenge for you, because you're really going to embrace this Empress energy, which is, I'm going to build it, and I'm also going to be very wide open to receive. So lots of giving and receiving. It is your cornucopia. You could be building an empire for yourself. You definitely have the flame of magic within your hands. You may do something with your hands that's significant here, with the power energy coming from your hands. This Empress energy here knows, they know that they're worthy of a lot more than the process here that is, I'm saying, is in process of death and dying and the end of this. They're just saying it's not something you can speed up at this time. Okay, so guys, that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely was a lot more information with this type of reading than the first one. So, yeah, I will definitely put that link, though, in the description box below. And like I said, if it resonates and you want a private read, just hit me up and we'll get that arranged. Here's your angel number message. I have practical, meaning you're open-minded to try something new, but you're wise enough to think before you just jump into things. Okay, I am practical. I have 888. That abundance, that's screaming the Empress. Abundant. 888. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life, creating a place for abundance. And 13, 14, 13 associating with the death card in tarot to the ending or major transformation. And if it's not an ending with a person, then the advice is to just get through this process where old parts of ourselves are dying and we're purging, and then you'll make it through to the other side. Yeah. So 13 says, I am confident. You're a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. And that is ascending, isn't it? 13 to the 14, 888. Is there any other card you want me to pull for them? Yes, they would like to pull angel answers. They would like me to pull from the angel answers, so I will listen. Let's do that. Don't stop. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. It'll be here. Fast something better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. I know I can't sing that song real well, but that's what they're wanting to say is don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop thinking about how great it's going to be. Yes. Wait. Yeah. Oh, look. Well, this card here says you're wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. So this pragmatic approach will help ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. So wait before you make a big decision here. Don't just spontaneously jump into anything, especially when you get both of those like that. Give me something on 888. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. Right? Don't stop. Right? Don't stop. Don't stop. You're doing really good. Don't stop. And you're going to get this abundance that, look, you deserve it. You know it's yours. You know you're one with the universe. You have been since you were born. And they're saying, please don't stop because it'll soon be here. It will soon be here. Look for a sign. I see this lightning bolt and I think, whoa, nature. The power of nature, you know. Oh, my heart goes out to anybody that was affected, by the way, by the crazy earthquake that was most recent earthquake there. This is in Thailand. That was had the power of 334 atomic bombs, guys. Can you imagine? It's already, I think the death toll was up to 1,600 last time I looked at it, and yeah, our hearts. Big Leo hearts need to go direct in that area for those people right now dealing with that. But I don't know. I'm just getting I'm getting the nature vibe here. So step out into nature. You probably have some signs in nature for you. So don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Love you, Leos. Bye.